Alright, late to the game on this one as well, but I finally get to check out the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus in 9mm today. Big thanks to my buddy John at Boomstick Revenge for loaning the Shield today for the review and for letting me shoot on the range. Now this comes with a 10 round magazine and a 13 round magazine. The 13 round is installed here. That's all John brought out with it, so I'll be shooting with the 13 round mag today. With 10 rounds of flush fit, so you can see there with the 10 round, you would really only have just your 2 fingers on there and your pinky would kind of be in limbo. And then with the 13 round mag, you get a full grip there. So you can get all 3 fingers on there, and it's really, really comfortable. Of all the micro 9s, this is probably one of the most comfortable grips with that 13 round mag. However, this generally runs a little bit larger though, so it's not quite a fair comparison. Here's a Max 9. We'll use his, it's factory stock, with the 12 round mag inserted instead of the 10 round. And that, oh, it's slippy here. You can see it, the Shield Plus just a little bit bigger there. Here is my GX4, which you can see that this has got the 11 round mag instead of the 13 round extended. So I don't know, I'd heard reports that yeah, the Shield's a little bit bigger, but honestly it's looking to be about the same size. Got a Hellcat over here. This is only the 11 round mag in the Hellcat. The Hellcat's definitely smaller. You can see the grip's more narrow too, but it's still not a huge difference. Here's a Glock 43X, and a Glock 43X, about the same size there. Compared to that Glock 43X, this thing's amazing, holding 13 in the same size as the 43X there, holding 10. I think the Shield's a little bit wider there. Yeah, just a little bit, but okay, I would say it's within 5 or 10% size difference between all these anyways, so that gives you one of the best grips there in my opinion. Real comfortable, real narrow, but I like this grip texture on here, real grippy. Of course, more and more guns are coming out with that sandpaper texture nowadays. Got itty bitty front serrations there. Got them on the rear, of course. These new 2.0 a lot better than the original for grip. Standard 3-dot white sights still. I think you might be able to get some of these with night sight options, I'm not sure, but it's come standard with the 3-dot sights. This one has the manual safety option. Okay, looks like you can change the mag release to the other side if you wish, but the rest of your controls are over here. Got a little trigger safety there. I've been having issues getting accurate reads today with the trigger gauge over there on these pistols with these trigger safeties, but I did get a few on this. It's coming in at like 4.5 pounds. That's the other thing I was going to say. I really like the trigger on this. So it's got the traditional striker sponginess and creep, kind of like a Glock, but it's I think it's a lot nicer than the Glock trigger. It's about 1 pound lighter and it's a little bit smoother too. So here's the pull through. Yeah, I like just started to creep and then it went for me. Let me get the reset. Okay, then the reset. Gonna load up here with this Federal Brass 115 grain FMJ. I'm gonna start out 12 yards here on the blue target, see where point of impact is. Then we got the silhouette out here 25 yards. Got my steel gong there, 16-inch, 50 yards. And if we're capable, half scale silhouette out there at 75 yards. Oh, almost went out to 25 there. I wasn't sure if you guys could see that. Looks like it's hitting pretty close to where I'm aiming there. Check it out real quick. Alright, already had these 6 down here from the Hellcat test previously, so I aimed a little higher here with the Shield, and they're hitting about right where I need them level, but I am a few inches off to the left there. But ooh, this one might be a little easier. It's got the set screw in there. You do have the windage adjustable. You can tap it left or right there. Reset your screw, set it in place, so you can fix whether it's left or right there. And I will say already, like I said, it just came off this Hellcat. Huge difference in being able to manage the recoil on that. Not only does it feel less, but I feel like the grip's better on the Shield. So that Shield Plus is way easier to shoot than the Hellcat, but we'll have to save the rest of that for an upcoming comparison video.
Recoil wise and being able to hang on to it wise, not necessarily accuracy nor my own proficiency.
Half scale silhouette, 25 yards on the right. I pulled that last shot and went way high. I'm gonna load up a few more here though, and we'll try for my gong out there at 50 yards.
Now usually I don't have any issues shooting a pistol accurately at 50 yards that I'm comfortable with. But for some reason I didn't do very good with the Shield today. I got some hits, but more misses than hits, so I'm not one of those that's going to cut the footage and only show you the hits and make it look like I did great, because I didn't. But like I said, 50 yards is usually not a problem for me, but I will splice in a few of those hits here. I finally adjusted the sights, and then I did much better here at 50 yards, except for the first shot. Somehow I pulled way left.
Alright, so anyways, I really like it. Like I said, recoil is pretty tame for a micro 9mm because of that excellent grip, big part of it. I like that the trigger's a little bit lighter. I usually prefer lighter triggers. Not too light on a carry gun, but I'm okay with 4.5 pounds, and you got the trigger safety there anyways. Just standard 3-dot whites, like I said, but gives you a decent sight picture. As I said in the video there, I got it adjusted to where it was shooting straight for me and did much better at 50 yards. Obviously a pistol's not meant for 50 yards, but I like stretching the limits there, because you never know if you might have to use it for longer shots, like that guy in I'll just say Indiana had to make that 40-yard shot. So but typically I can do 50 yards pretty well, and once I adjusted the sights, not too bad. So I'm sure I would have done better on my rapid fire on the silhouette over there if it was zeroed then. But yeah, overall a real pleasant shooter. Obviously 100% reliable, no issues there. Like the trigger on it, the ergos are great, the grip is great, so, and of course the capacity. So I'll have to do a comparison coming up with the Hellcat and probably my GX4 here and the P365, and got the Max 9 here and G43X and whatnot. But yeah, I say she's one of the top runners in the micro 9 compact list there. The only real way to tell is to shoot them side by side, compare them side by side to, you know, which one's better. But it also always comes down to personal preference. You know, I might like, say, the Shield the best out of, you know, 10 micro 9mm, but the next guy might like the Hellcat better, the next guy might like the GX4 better, or P365 or whatever. But as far as my experience with it and the other micro 9s I've been shooting, I definitely like the Shield Plus there. I think I already just went over all the highlights there, so it'd be redundant at this point to repeat myself like I tend to do. So appreciate you guys for watching. If you want to see any of the products you see me use in my videos, like paper target, steel target, shooting bag there and more, links in the description. Thanks again to John for letting me use the range and borrow a Shield today for the review. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to catch you on the next one.